projections. Reflection tomography. The function P0 PS T1 transform object function fxy. The function p theta T1 is known as the radon transform of the function fxy. With p theta t equals integral of fxy ds, line integral of fxy ds, emission tomography. Assume that the attenuation map of object is known. Inject a radioactive solution into the patient. It is then spread all over the body with the blood as shown. Then place detectors around and measure how many radioactive particles go through it in the given directions. Then we have attenuated radon transform as the following figure on the right. Reconstruct the emission map. Radon transform principles. It is a linear transform, line integral or ray sum we can call it. It is along a line inclined at angle theta from y-axis and s away from origin. Fix theta to get a 1D signal g theta s. G theta s can be shown as following and fxy is shown as following. We have a set of images g theta s which represents g s comma theta as the following integral. Here we have S, SU matrix as the following. This is a transform from 2D to 2D spaces. Example of image radon transform is as below. Radon space. Projections with different angles are stored in sinogram. Each horizontal line in sinogram is the projection with different angle. Properties of a radon transform. The transformation of any function fxy into p r theta is called 2D radon transform. P r comma theta equals r of fxy, which is equals to integral of the following function. The radon transform has the following properties. P r comma theta equals P r comma theta plus 2 pi. That is, P r comma theta is periodic in theta with period 2 pi. P r comma theta equals P of minus r theta plus minus pi. Where y is r sin theta plus s cos theta. MATLAB and CT reconstruction. Radon transform is available in MATLAB. MATLAB offers a forward radon and inverse I radon M files in our CT context. Inverting a radon transform. To recover inner structure from projections, need many projections to better recover the inner structure. Here we have reconstruction from 18, 36 and 90 projections. Radon transform properties for random fields. Let fxy be a stationary random field with power spectrum density and autocorrelation function. Then S and R form a two-dimensional Fourier transform pair. Let SP denote the polar coordinate representation of S, that is also let RP be the one-dimensional inverse Fourier transform of SP, that is, applying the projection theorem to the two-dimensional function R tau 1 comma tau 2, we observe the relation RP as theta equal RR. Projection theorem or projection slice theorem. Let f be the ft of a continuous function f. Let radon transform of small f be given as p theta s with 1 dft p theta omega. Projection theorem is shown as following. We can obtain the full 2D DFT in terms of 1D frequency components of the radon transform at all angles. Next we have the following equations for the projection theorem P theta comma omega. Inverting radon by projection theorem. Step 1. Filling 2 DFT data matrix with 1 DFT of radon along different angles. Step 2. 2D IFT. Then need polar to Cartesian grid conversion for discrete scenarios. May lead to artifacts especially with less densely sampled slices. Back projection. Sum up radon projections along all angles passing the same pixel location x, y. Gs, theta can be shown as the integral and fxy is shown as the following integral. Examples of back projection include back projection equals to inverse radon, is it? But it is not exactly. Back projection gives a blurred recovery. Intuition. Most contribution is from pixel x, y, but it still has some tiny contribution from other pixels. BRF equals convolution FH1. Blurring function H1 equals x square plus y square to the power minus half. Need to apply inverse filtering to fully recover the original image. Inverse filtering for sharpening. Inverting radon via filtered back projection. Fxy equals BHG. Fxy is shown as this following integral. Other scenarios of computerized tomography. Parallel beams versus fan beams. Faster collection of projections via fan beams. It involves rotations only. Recover from projections contaminated with noise. MMSE criteria to minimize reconstruction errors. Filtered back projection. The most common reconstruction algorithm is the filtered back projection method. Overview. Filtered back projection reconstruction steps. Collect one projection. Immediately start processing the data, take its 1D Fourier transform, multiply by desired filter response, take inverse 1D Fourier transform, back project across image space, repeat for all projection angles. Collect projection, 1D Fourier transform, then profile in frequency domain, then multiply by filter. Then we get filtered profile, have its inverse 1D Fourier transform which results in back project across image spaces, then repeat for all projections. Last time we discussed the Fourier slice theorem. 1D ft of each projection gives one radial line of final images 2D ft. The relation to FBP can be understood from each projection is nearly independent of each other, can be more easily visualized in the frequency space, only common point is at DC, thus we can add their contributions to each other. Filter for FBP. Before we can add the individual contributions of the Fourier transform, we have to account for the non-uniform sampling. The ideal filter for this is the pie-shaped wedges shown in this figure. Unfiltered processing would simply use response B. To emulate response A, people have used the filter response. If we assume there are k projections over 180 degrees, then the width of wedge will be 2 pi omega by k. The ramp filter shown in C is intended to model this response. Filtered back projection. Final reconstruction step is addition of the 2D inverse ft of each weighted projection. This step is called back projection. Smearing of each filtered projection over the image plane. Advantage of this method over radon or 2D FFT methods are: process can be started after first projection data is in. Any interpolation is done as part of the back projection. Filtered back projection. Finally, the filtering process can be adjusted to bring about any modifications in the data. The attached figure shows several such filters that have been used for this purpose. Two examples are shown. One can reduce higher frequency components by introducing a lower cutoff. See Hahn or Parsons filters. The cutoff frequency is shown as the following in the diagram.